Hello, friends at home. I am sitting here with your friends in the classroom. Say hello, everyone. And in this video, I am going to be doing today's language arts lesson with you. So friends in the classroom, you will get this paper in just a short bit. And friends at home, you should look in your white St. Patrick's School folder to get this paper ready for today. Now, if you have already done your Journeys pages today, which we have already done here in the classroom, you will know that we worked a little bit with rhyming. And we talked about in class today word families and how words that rhyme have the same ending sounds. And so we talked about the at family today. And boys and girls in the classroom, you might remember I used the example of families, people in families have the same last name. So we have twins here in our classroom. In fact, we have 3 sets of twins in our class this year. We have Emily and Amelia, who have the same last name, Hetzel. We have Victoria and Mateo, who have the same last name, Lamage. And then we have Chase and Drew. You're sitting at home, and you have the same last name, Mendez. Now, families share a last name. And if we think about words like family members, when words have the same last name or the same ending sound, we know that they rhyme. So on this paper called Double Bubble, the directions say find the pictures that rhyme with the picture in each bubble, cut out in glue. So basically what we're going to do is look at each of these pictures and we're going to find the picture that rhymes with it so that the rhyming pairs are together in the double bubbles. Before I get started doing this work, however, the first thing I do is always the same. I take out my pencil and write down my name. Remember, I always put my name on my papers because that way I know they're mine. But you don't put my name on your paper. You put your name on your paper. Right, friends? All right. So the first thing I did was put my name. Now, because this is a cutting and gluing page, I always tell you the next thing you should do is zing, cut off the strip of pictures that you're going to be gluing. That way you're not constantly having to pick up your scissors and put them back down and deal with all the extra scraps, and it just gets cumbersome. So I take my scissors. Remember, I always keep my scissors in one place, and I use my other hand to move the paper, and the first thing I'll do is cut right down this strip. Okay, so now I have this nice clean edge on my paper, and then I have my strip of pictures here. And just like we always do, the next thing that I do is go around the outside track and cut off all this extra white paper, because the less extra scrap I have in my way, the easier it is for me to cut out my pictures and have room to glue them on the page. It looks a lot neater and less sloppy when we don't have all that extra scrap. So I have my pictures here cut out. Where does my scrap go, friends? In the garbage. Remember, we don't want to leave the scrap all over the floor. Even you kids at home, don't leave your scraps on the floor. Make sure they make it to the trash, or if you have a recycling bin, you can put them there as well. All right, so now what we're going to do is take each picture, and we'll go one at a time, and we will look at the picture, decide what it is, and then we will glue it in the bubble with the word it rhymes with, okay? So the first thing I'll do is cut off my first picture here. And I'll leave the other pictures glued to or stuck together still. That way I don't lose them or drop them on the floor, or somebody walks by and they blow off my desk, and that just makes a big old mess. So I leave these ones together and I cut the first picture. Does anybody know what that first picture is a picture of? Sage, do you know what that is? It's a jug, right? It's something you'd put water in it, a water jug. All right, so if I have the word jug, I hear ugh at the end of the word. Ugh, U-G. So I need to look for a word here that ends with that ugh sound, that U-G sound. So let's go through and look at the pictures and see if we can find one that also ends with ugh. Okay? So I have jug, and then this is his cape. Do jug and cape end the same? No. This is a picture of a goat. Do goat and jug end the same? No. This is a picture of a bug. Do bug and jug end the same? Yeah. They do. They both have that ugh at the end. So now I can take my glue stick, and remember, I always suggest put the glue on the piece you're gluing, not on the paper. That way we don't use too much glue. So we get a little glue on the back of our piece, and we create our first double bubble with jug and bug. Awesome. Now, remember, we had the same problem yesterday where we have these little scraps in between. And I told you, if you just make a nice pile of those little scraps, then when you're done cutting all your pictures, you can throw that pile away instead of knocking them all on the floor, okay? All right, so our next picture here. This is something that you would go out near the end of your driveway and open up a box, and there'd be a bunch of it in there every day. There's letters, sometimes there's bills, sometimes there's coupons. Well, do you know what we call that?
A mailbox.
Thank you for raising your hand, Ava June. What is that?
Mail.
It's mail, okay? So mail. I hear ale. That's my word family, ale. So we need to look for a picture that ends with ale. Does anyone see a picture on here that has the same ending as mail, ale? Amelia. Nail. She sees a nail. So I'll put some glue on my mail, and I'll stick it with my nail. So now I have two rhymes, jug, bug, mail, nail. And we'll keep going. I'll do two more with you, and then the rest you should be able to do on your own, okay? All right, Connor, what is this a picture of? Tape. And Connor, do you see a picture on here that sounds the same at the end as tape? I'll tell you what we have left. We have cat, pen. This is a top. This is a goat. This is a cape. And this is a hoe. What does tape sound the same as? Can you help him out, Mateo?
A tape.
Cape. Good job. So tape. I'll put some glue on the tape. That sounds funny. Put some glue on the tape. And we have tape, cape, jug, bug, mail, nail. And we'll do one more, and then you can do the other ones on your own. So my little scrap goes in my pile here that I'll throw away at the end. And I have a picture here. It's a picture of a foot, but there's an arrow pointing to a certain part on that foot. What part is it pointing to? Serafina? Toe. So let's go through with my remaining pictures here and see if I can find a rhyme. Toe, goat. No. Toe, top. No. Toe, hoe. Yeah, toe, ho. They both end with the O sound. So I'll put some glue on my toe. My paper toe, not my real toe. And I'll glue down toe, ho. So now I have tape, cape, jug, bug, toe, ho, mail, nail. And I'll leave you to do the last four on your own. Just so that you know, in case you're not sure of what some of the pictures are, this is a picture of 10. Okay? This is a picture of a hat. This is a picture of a boat. And this is a picture of a mop. The pictures here, this is a goat, a top, a pen, and a cat. Okay? So now, friends at home and friends here in the classroom, I'm going to leave you to it. When you are finished, make sure you throw away all your little scrap pieces. Make sure that your lid goes back on your glue stick tightly so it doesn't get dried out. And then you can use your crayons. You know I love seeing color in crayons to color in all the wonderful pictures. Okay? If you are working at home, you should take a picture of this when you're done and upload it for me or Mrs. Hatkoff to see. And if you are here in the classroom, you will bring it up to me when you're finished so that I can check it and get you some points. Are there any questions, comments, or areas of concern? Connor? He asked if you want, can you not color? I would like you to color. I've told the kids in the classroom, and I'll tell you at home, that there's more to coloring than just coloring, okay? Coloring helps build our fine motor skills. It helps build our motor control. It helps with the dexterity of our fingers. It gives us better stamina when we're writing. Coloring helps develop the muscle control that we need to make our writing better. And so when I have you color, it's not always just, oh, I'm coloring because Mrs. Bragg's trying to give me something to do. I want you to color because it really is helping. It's like exercise for your hands to get them ready for the skills you will need as you go through life. Okay, so great question. Yes, I would like you to color. Victoria. Victoria asked if you can use marker. Here's always my answer about markers. If you would like to use markers, go right ahead. However, make sure you color neatly so that I can see the pictures. If you color with marker on top of these and it's so dark I can't see it, I can't give you credit for it because I don't know if you have it correct if I can't see it. So may you use marker? Yes, you may. Just make sure you color neatly so I can still see what the pictures are. Okay? Any other questions? Those two were great questions. Yes, Isaac? Yes, you may use the restroom. Put the pass on your desk. All right, friends, get to it. I look forward to seeing these. The rest of us, we're going to get to it here. Say goodbye to your friends at home.
Bye.
I'll see you later.